As a student preparing for my final exams and for the admission test in medicine, I find it really hard to organize my time so that it fits all my needs. So my single solution for starting a YouTube channel, writing something for a blog every day, all while learning for medicine, studying for my final exams, learning how to play the saxophone, was to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And in this video I'm going to show you why I chose that and why this changed my life forever. Oh, hi friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul and I am a student who dreams about becoming financially free, and on this channel we talk about the ways that you can combine making money online and learning for medicine in a happy and productive way. So for you to have an overview of the video, first I'm gonna talk about the myth of saying that you don't have time, then how I apply this myth in my life. Third, I'm gonna talk about why I wake up at 5 a.m., who recommended it to me, how it helped me, what I do in that time, and then I'm gonna close this video with my final thoughts and why you should try this for your own. First of all, saying that you don't have time is a complete myth, and I'm gonna bust that out in the next section. The way I look at time is like a currency, like a piece of money, let's say, that I have, and I got to spend that piece on something that I do every day. In this way, I transform the concept of time more into a subject feeling, not like the time passes and no one has time, no one can do anything because they don't have time, but I think as time as more of something that I own and I'm in control of my time. I choose what I want to do with my time. The thing is that when you say you don't have time, it actually means that the thing you want to do is not that high on your priority list for you to actually start doing it. And so by saying you don't have time, you actually avoiding something bigger that you don't consciously realize. I saw that in a course made by Ali Abdal, which I find really helpful. I am only like 30 minutes in the course, but it's so good. I recommend it to you and I'm gonna link it down below. The thing that he talks about is that time is this thing that you are in control of, and at the end of his lessons he makes a task for us, and in this last task we got to reflect on what are we avoiding when we say that we don't have time. This is what I wrote down. First of all, my laziness, then my indifference about a topic or a subject that I wanted to study or to do, my unwillingness of actually making time for that, and last, but this is the most important one, it was my ego, because I found myself in a lot of situations where I chose to say no to going out with some people because I was too busy for that type of interaction, because my life was so full that I had to study or I had to write something, and I always found these excuses that I used all the time, and that was all grounded on the fact that I don't have time. And I am so glad that I discovered it, and the thing that holds me from meeting, from going out with those people, it wasn't because I didn't have time. It was because I didn't set a priority for finding people, meeting them, trying to connect to them, and eventually making new friends. Now, how do I apply this principle in my life? First of all, I found that if I have lots of things to do, I manage to organize my time so well that I can fit even more into it. This sounds so counterintuitive, but trust me, I don't know, for me it works. The way I see my time is like a muscle. The more you train it and the more you squeeze into it, the more you realize that you can put more effort and use it more into your advantage. I also find this concept on Ali's course, so again, link is down below. And the thing is that when you use your time efficiently, you find yourself that you can squeeze it even more. And I found myself doing that. For some real life examples, now that I have all of this to do, I found that I can cramp everything so tight that I squeezed reading books in the bus. I began doing my homework in the classes that I found not so useful and where the teachers let us do that, or they don't give us some hard task and then I just open up my notebook and start doing my homework for biology or chemistry. Now that I think about it, I could fit, I don't know, another activity into all of this. I just feel like when you start organizing your time, it becomes in a way fun. In another way, you realize that it's so efficient and you start achieving so much more. And for me, that's so inspiring and it makes me want to do even more stuff. Now, why did I choose waking up at 5 a.m.? First of all, I found this YouTube channel, amazing girl called Unjaded Jade, that I'm also gonna link down below. And on her first videos, I was looking for some inspiration for starting my YouTube channel, and I was looking at how big YouTubers started their own career. And I found her, and on one of her first videos, she talked about why she started waking up at 5 a.m. and I felt like, whoa, that is so amazing, it looks very healthy, I want to try that for my own. So why did I choose this in the first place? The thing was that I often found myself procrastinating a lot, and I was partially frustrated because my school classes began at 8 a.m. and that meant that I had to wake up at 6:30 and just eat, do a quick shower, and the thing was that on my way to school I had like 30 minutes that I had to be in the bus, not do anything productive. And so first of all, I found that I could read in the bus, and that was so helpful because now I can read almost 3 or 4 books per month, given the fact that before that I read a book in half a year or something. I don't know, I just started this all and I'm so happy to do that. But let's not go. Another reason why I started it is because it's so healthy. I wanted to have a better sleep because in the mornings I felt really tired, and that I didn't rest enough. And so this helps me by taking that 2 or 3 hours, I think, that are so essential for your sleeping schedule, and that I think is between 10 and 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. I think, but I may be wrong. I bought a book called Why We Sleep, and I can't wait to read that. I probably gonna do a review on that, so stay tuned for that. Um, Besides that, I did some other adjustments for better sleeping. First of all, I started reading books before bed, like an hour before bed, and I did that so that I wouldn't stare into the phone screen all the time. And also, I installed some thicker curtains that block the light better, and so I make this almost pitch black room where I can sleep properly. So by doing so, I improved my health, and I also got some 2 hours before school. And let me say that is a game changer. And you may think that, oh, but you have these 2 hours in the afternoon a day, in the day before. But no, this is a whole different story. Let me tell you. So what are the things that I do from 5 a.m. to 7:30 when I have to go to school? First of all, I wake up. I bought this fairly cheap clock that it helped me a lot. It costs like $20. I can link that below if you want, or just buy any clock that has an alarm on it. I found this very aesthetic looking, but I don't know, just buy something that you like. It doesn't have to cost that much. Anyway, and then I do my bed sheets. I go into the bathroom, I wash my face, and then I come back, lights off. It's too early for the lights to be on, but I stay in the bed for like 5 to 10 minutes, and I just reflect or meditate, if you'd say, and I just think about my life, my thoughts, all the things that run in my head, and that I find really relaxing and helpful for my anxiety, for increasing the mindfulness, and for self consciousness. After that, when I feel like it, I have this mat that I lay it on the floor, and then I start doing some stretches or some really basic exercising to put all my muscles into work and to wake up properly. After that, I have the courage to turn the lights on, and from that, the game is starting. I just take my laptop, take my chair, I get on the desk, and I just start working on my most pressing thing on that day. This is so crucial. Ali talks about this in one of his videos. I think I'm gonna link that below if I'm gonna find it. And he says that the way he organizes his life is setting a daily highlight, a thing that he has to do that day, and the rest of the things are in his might-do list, not to-do list, because if he feels like it, he is gonna do those other things, but the most important one is that daily highlight. And this is so crucial for me to do it early in the morning. For example, what I do in that hour or 1 to 2 hours, I work on this YouTube channel. I work on my blog posts. I sometimes do some revisions if I have a test in the school that day, or I just learn for biology or chemistry if I feel like I'm lacking behind. And I found that it is really important and really helpful for me to do that, because I found that I memorize much better early in the morning, and it sticks in my head a lot better. And even though I'm just editing a video, I am doing this early in the morning with fresh energy, with my mind clear, because I did some meditation before and I cleared my mind. And this is so different for everything that I did before. If it's one tip that you're gonna pick up from this video, I hope that is you starting and trying this life organizing method. As for my closing thoughts, I encourage you to start this by your own, or I don't know, just find some ways that you can fit some really tiny gaps into your schedule, and just try to organize everything. And maybe by doing so you'll find yourself more efficient, and then you will want to organize the things even more like I did, or not, but maybe it helps you. Maybe you want to start waking at 5 a.m. by yourself, or just early in the morning, not 5 a.m. if you can't. But I hope that you had something to learn from this video, and please write me down below in the comment section what your morning routine looks like, because I am so interested in seeing what others are doing with their time. And maybe I want to, not maybe, I want to learn something new from you guys. And please let me know down below, and I will read all the comments. And so, on the screen you will find right here the video where I talk about why I'm starting a blog, and right here I'm gonna put the video where I review the book Why We Sleep, and I can't wait to see you on the flip side. Bye!